Mic check. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Hello, hello. Let's see. Hello, hello. Mic check 1 2. What's going on, everybody? My name is Ricky, and welcome to the show. Let me know. By the way, I just figured that one of the effects was on. But hello, everybody. Just want to say hello and welcome to Filmtopia, where if you love anything to do about movies, this is your place. So, had some technical difficulties right now, like always, but I'm very glad to be here. I'm very happy and excited to see the Filmtopia squad, my fellow Filmtopians. Let's see. Let's see. How do I get comments on the screen? Here we go. Here we go. So, with that said, in the comments, let me know right now if you can hear me and see me well. I want to make sure that I don't go this whole show with, not sounding right or looking right. But yeah, let's see who's in here. Wow, by the way, first comment I guess that we get to talk about is Gabe G donated $4.99 through the super chat. Vibes to you, my friend. Thank you for that. It means a lot. It means a lot, and especially moving forward, there's definitely some stuff we got to talk about as far as like YouTube and trying to do this full time and all that good stuff. I maybe have a Patreon coming soon, but we'll talk about that later. But $4.99 super chat, thank you, Gabe, appreciate it. And let's see who else is in here. I see Monish is in here. I see Lord Basty's in here. Christopher Baker is in here. Nice to see you. By the way, if I'm not mistaken, I think I just got a notification on my phone from a Christopher Baker, and I'll check that right now. Isabel's also here. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Let's see. Melanie's here. Hey, Melanie. Nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Los is also in the house. Nice. Yeah, sorry about the wait. We're going to talk a little bit about the watch parties moving forward actually in a bit. So thanks for reminding me. Jonah donated $20 through the super chat. I heard this was a way to get back on screen, but who knows? That's funny. Oh man, you gotta. That's funny. That's your membership for the month, Jonah. Nice, bro. I'll try to set up the interview thing for a little later if you want. Let's see. As far as Los saying, I got Die Hard meet Jingle all Die Hard vibes meets Jingle All the Way vibes from the Hawkeye trailer. Absolutely, that's that's exactly what I actually said to myself about the trailer. Wow. Let's see. Smuggler Steel's also in the house. Nice to see you, Smuggler Steel. Jonas says it's all fun and games until a piece of shrapnel ends up in your chest. That's true. That is true. It is true. Filmtopians assemble, Lord Basty. Absolutely. Let's see. Yatharth is here. Nice to see you, Yatharth. Film fan, aka Bob Deacon, is here. Bob, my first subscriber. Nice to see you. And shout out to India. Shout out to everybody around the world. The fact that our Filmtopia community is international will continue and forever blow my mind. I'm super grateful for that. Yes, I have arrived. Let's see. What time is it? Wow, 11:40 already. 41. Rick Panther. Yeah, Rick Panther for the night, mixed in with a little Black Widow. But I thought I'd wear this tonight, because I know Killmonger has the gold version of this, but I thought I'd wear this tonight. Why not? Cool. And everybody can hear me and see me, and the vibes are coming through. Awesome. And again, Jonah, thank you so much for that super chat. I appreciate you, my man. Let's see. Let's see. Roger's in the house as well. Roger says, hyped for this week's episode, but even more hyped for watching it together with all you nice people. That's awesome. That is exactly why these watch parties happen, to watch it together. Let's see. There's no rest for the age. Let's see. Okay, well, as far as everybody, it's obviously not 11:40 for everybody. It's here on the West Coast that it's 11:40. For Melanie, it's 2:41. For Isabel, I think it's 1:41. But yeah, really quick, I wanted to do something before we started. By the way, hold on a minute. What I wanted to also show was, wow, Christopher Baker. Okay, so I want to show something. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on a minute. Okay, so I think. Here we go. Okay, I think. Okay, so if you can see on the screen, we're going to go ahead and give this a like, and we're going to go ahead and retweet this. But Christopher Baker at Bakey's Dozen says, Filmtopians, here are some pics from Dragon Con. I remember you telling me about Dragon Con a few weeks back, and if I was going to go, and obviously I didn't go, and I found out it's in Atlanta. But check this out. Cosplayed as Loki. This is awesome. This is so cool. That is crazy. That is so cool. Miss Minutes. Wow, that is so cool. Christopher, that is so cool. I really love that jacket, by the way. That jacket is fly. That's like the best way to describe that. That's fly. Definitely everybody go check out Christopher Baker. Go show him some love. Go show him some tell him how filmtastic he looks. How this all is so cool. But I heard a lot of great things about Dragon Con. I heard it went really, really well, and I'm glad it was a seeming success. I'm really happy that it was able to happen even with everything going on. But yeah, and Christopher says thanks, but it's a silk robe. It's a silk robe. That is freaking awesome. That is so cool. So awesome. So if you guys want, definitely go check out Christopher Baker at Bakey's Dozen, and go show some love. But really quick, so 11:44 p.m. This whole thing starts probably in about 6 minutes. As far as what do you call it? Like as far as what we've been seeing throughout the weeks is that it's came on around the 10 minutes before when it's actually supposed to come out mark. In the chat, definitely let me know if it comes out any sooner. But yeah, because what I was going to do is I was going to actually do the tier maker right now live, but I don't know if I have enough time. Because the tier maker, I don't have it done. I was going to do it live with you guys. So I can kind of explain why it goes where and all that stuff. And so it's obviously going to take a good while. Now, do you want me to start it and then come back after the episode, or should I just save it for after the episode? Let me know in the chat right now. By the way, if you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that like button. It helps the video get out. And again, I'm super grateful for everybody sending in the super chats. That's so awesome. To me, it's still like that doesn't process yet. It doesn't like necessarily like I just don't understand how this is possible. But I'm just super grateful, and this wouldn't be anything without all of you. So let's see. Where are we? Smuggler Steel says that mid-season trailer for What If looks like we have tie-in episode for all the episodes so far. Let's see. Oh yeah. As far as Smuggler Steel, yeah, that mid-season trailer that just dropped, literally, I think this morning, looked filmtastic. Like it was so nice. It felt like it was really starting to tie together all of the episodes and then have it all culminate into some sort of like Sorry, and then I turned off my mic. All right, we're back. I'm sorry about that. Internet connection issues, technical difficulties. You know the vibes. But I heard that the episode is back or is on. Let's see. Yeah. All right. Sorry about. Thank you though. Thank you for everybody that is still here. And like I said, I'm glad that they didn't make me create a new stream, and we were able to resume this one. So shout out to Ecamm for that. With that said, I've heard the episode is out, so let's go ahead and actually watch the episode. You know how we do it here. Let's see. We get a stopwatch, and let's see. Let's pull up Disney Plus. Okay. Let's see. Where are you? I hate how when the episodes drop, it's not on the like front page, so you got to actually go into Marvel and stuff. At least that's how it is on my Disney Plus. So what if Killmonger rescued Tony Stark? Let's see. Okay, so all right, everybody. So this is how we're going to do it. We are going to, there's a timer on screen, and then we're going to go ahead and press play at the very same time, and so we can watch together. And like I said, thank you for everybody that is still here, that was able to come back. Let's go ahead and watch this together. No more putting it off. Let's do this. So hold on. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go is when we'll do it. All right. So here we go. I forgot how to do this. All right, sounds good. In 3, 2, 1, go. All right, we're starting. Here's the music. All right, here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I didn't look at the. All right, here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Shout out to Felipe is in the chat. I see Felipe. Shout out Land of the Lost. Shout out Lowe's. Shout out Roger. Shout out Jonah. All right, here we go. 45 seconds in. Michael B. Jordan. Jon Favreau. Chadwick Boseman. Wow, Chadwick got so many lines. Angela Bassett. Danae Gurira. Andy Serkis. Don Cheadle. Paul Bettany. John Caney. Bubba Gump, I see you. Oh, man. We're in the multiverse, guys. The Marvel Cinematic Multiverse. What if? All right. All right, here we go. Kunar Province, Afghanistan. Iron Man 1, here we go. Hey, that's a pretty good Robert Downey Jr. I mean, it's not Robert Downey, but Oh, Killmonger, let's go. Michael B. Jordan. The 10 Rings. Oh, I love this shot, guys. This Avengers one shot. Oh, the snap. Without the fateful. Oh. John Favreau. Freaking happy. Yeah, Roger, he does sound like RDJ. The trauma. Yeah. 哦 Iron Man won in 3 minutes. Or solved in 3 minutes. He leaked it online. Happy. Yeah, dropping truth bombs, blowing up his spot, ratting him out. The receipts. Yeah. Pots. I see pots. But that isn't Gwyneth Paltrow. I need a Killmonger. Don Cheadle. Wait, maybe this is Gwyneth. Because that's Don Cheadle, and Don Cheadle didn't get a recognition in the intro. $3D printed Lambo. Peace means having a bigger stick than the other guy. That's crazy. Jonah, you're definitely right about how similar they are. MIT? Is that Gundam? Oh, there you go. Oh, there you go. Oh man, so I love when you see something and you call it and then they reaffirm it. Gundam, baby. That really, I mean, that's straight up Gundam. Gundam is so sick. Paul Bettany, baby. Vision. Or Jarvis right now. That didn't look like Ulysses Claw though. Like Circus. This is a really good Robert Downey Jr. Like, it's a decent voice replacement. Right, get the fine joint. It sounds like Snoke. Okay, now it kind of looks like him. That's Snoke, man. 10 million on a slow Tuesday in Vegas. Whoa. Oh, 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 T'Challa. Oh man, this is nice. Oh, the music. Man, Ludwig did such an amazing job on the Black Panther theme. Oh, that is so dope. Sorry, cuz. Whoa. Whoa. Sonic Taser. Whoa! Oh, God. The Dora Milaje. Wow, Rhodey's just got killed and T'Challa. I wonder. I just right now. I'm just thinking right now. Like I'm wondering if this has any tie-in into Black Panther 2 because of obviously, I wonder like if they're gonna use unused clips of Chadwick Boseman as Black Panther the way they kind of did with Leia in Episode 9 of Star Wars, and then do something kind of like this. That's so funny. Two like scumbags going at it. Freestyle. Oh, snaps. Whoa. Oh, that's a crazy line. Is that you can't see the difference between you and me. That's crazy. Hear the music? The Watcher. I wonder where this is going. Pepper. The Patriot Act. That's what Los, that's what I'm saying right now. Or that's what I'm like wondering like does this tie into Black Panther 2? Man, this would have been a great live action telling, whether it's a show, movie, whatever. Like, this is compelling, man. This is top tier, like, villain creation. Jonah, for real, this would have been a banger episode 1. Oh man, the music is so nice. The score. Wow. That boy line is going to come back. There you go. Man, I got to rewatch Black Panther 1. This is like top tier. This is so good. Yeah, mastermind for sure. Yeah, he grifted his way to the top. Dude, this is like top tier level mastermind villain. For T'Challa, man. Wow, that long pause is so powerful. Game of Thrones vibes, like the Helm's Deep battle. Yeah. So gonna let them in, and then once they close it again, they're gonna be cut off from the Jarvis AI. That is a lot of troops. What the? They just power down? Are you? He's about to poison the king. Dude, this is so good. Dude, Wakanda forever. Yo, this battle is so cool. Wakanda forever. Wow, the tears that came down. Yeah, this is visually stunning for sure. I love how the Watcher always gets one part in each episode. Oh no. Dude. 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 Dude, he's becoming Black Panther. This is exactly what I kind of thought would happen in like Black Panther 2. The Cure's power. On our plate. Oh my god. T'Challa. Shuri? Shuri sniffs it out. Oh, I got chills from this. Wow. Okay. This episode was top tier. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Let me check if there's any post credits. Okay. Woo. Okay. Um, let's see. Let's see. Okay. So this episode was really, really good. It's one of the best so far. Genius level villain creation, origin, all that stuff. This what if really felt like a what if this would have happened, and then it went this way. Um, I just think the episode was super cool, super freaking cool. And just throughout the like I don't know throughout the months, since Chadwick Boseman's passing, you know, I've just been thinking how I wonder what kind of transfer of who Black Panther is moving forward is going to happen. In my mind, like the little, I guess the scenarios that I put in my head were something similar to this, like possibly like a what if. Um, and that was way before I knew about What If the show, and just this episode felt very like well done, very well thought out, and it felt like it has some sort of lingering connection to what we might see in the near future with whatever Marvel project introduces the notion of T'Challa, our Black Panther, King T'Challa, Chadwick Boseman's untime or passing in the real world. And so obviously, how are they going to do that story wise? I've always been wondering this little sneak peek into what could like the different things that they could possibly embark on to be able to tell that story in a believable way, in a way that feels like it's a good option to go about. But let's see what the chat's saying. Isabel says, "Holy crap!" Roger says, "Like I said." That ending though, yeah, Shuri, we forget. There's so many geniuses in the MCU. There's so many. Jonah's episode ranking so far, we've got 6, 4, 5, 3, 2, 1. Wow. Okay, so you put 6 as your first top episode. I'm up there. I'm definitely up there. Film Fan Deacon, aka Bob, says totally next. What if Karen wanted to see the Avengers manager? That's an inside joke. If you know, you know. If you're here on episode 1, you would know. Smother Steel says good episode. Land of the Lost says Bubba, aka Bubblegum, says this episode was dope AF. Yeah, no, season 2 and just season 3, everything moving forward. I really want to see our first glimpse into how season 1 ties into the overall MCU, or as we call it, the Marvel Cinematic Multiverse now. So type in the chat right now, MCM. Type it in right now. Hashtag MCM. Marvel Cinematic Multiverse. Lowe says, rad, but I still feel like these episodes are too short. They always end when it gets really, really interesting. You know what's funny? The past 2 or 3 episodes, we get to this midway point, and I check like the timestamp, right? It's literally the ticker is like right at the middle. and it feels like it could end there, even though it wasn't compelling up until that point, or not as a full episode. But if it ended there, you could understand why. And then its second and third act just really, really thrive. I mean, absolutely thrive, especially in the last few episodes. So that's super cool. But one thing about this episode that I was saying throughout the watch was, man, this would have been an awesome live action telling. I'm telling you, this could have played out over an hour and a half, 2 hours worth of a movie. As far as like, yeah, it could have, and just the fight at the end and all that stuff was visually really, really good. And I think I saw someone in the chat type in, I think it was you, Los, about this has Love, Death, and Robots vibes. Absolutely. Absolutely. And so I'm not mad that it's not live action or anything, but I really, really do love how it is. How I love, Death, and Robots, and it transfers very, very similarly to this. Let's see. Yeah, and you're right, Jonah. No post-credit scenes. Smother Steel says, for me, this one was middle of the pack, but Black Panther just never really captured me like other Marvel characters. But hey, we all have our favorites. That's true. Everybody has their favorites. Yeah. So, yeah, no, exactly. And so, like, as far as like the length for What If, I understand the length, but there's some episodes that I'm like, I would love to see it fully fleshed out in a movie. So hence, it would be longer. So I think I know what you mean, Los. Tiger Master's also back. Nice to see you, Tiger Master. And we've got the MCNs coming in. Isabel, thank you. I hate waiting. Yeah. Let's see. Los says Love, Death, and Gundams. Jonas says, y'all know that I'm not the biggest fan of the actual Black Panther movie, mostly because it looks like a PlayStation game, but Killmonger will still be one of my all-time MCU villains. Yeah, and this absolutely perpetuates like Killmonger being a great villain, Michael B. Jordan being the right person to play him, because I feel like this I was going to say levitates. This elevates the notion of how good of a villain and character Killmonger is. I see Felipe is here. Felipe, what's up, man? Nice to see you. Obrigado. Late but here. What's up, Ricky? How was the dinner with Clint's family? And today we had another cliffhanger. That's true. How was the dinner with Clint's family? Let me show you. I have a picture from it actually. Where are we? Just so you guys know what Felipe is referring to. And I don't know if I can get it. Well, I'll show you in a bit. Debo the Viking says, kind of felt really unfinished. Not one of my favorites. You know what? I think that's along the lines of if it feels like you need more. I totally know what you mean. Film Fan says, what if there was a WandaVision spinoff called Zombie Vision? That'd be pretty cool. What if they never finish the story they start? Michael Sarah's in the house. What's up? I think the last 3 episodes will be the Guardians of the Multiverse episodes, where we will see how all the stories conclude and how they will come together. That's a pretty good way to look at it. If anybody got to see the preview to like kind of like the last trailer, the mid-season trailer of what's going to happen in the last episodes, it's still jam-packed with a bunch of characters, a bunch of actors and actresses, some of our favorites, and so I'm excited to see where this all goes. And honestly, a lot of what I saw in the mid-season trailer that was posted this morning, I didn't really see here in this episode. So we still have a lot to go, and then we're finally going to get to see some episodes that come back to resolve themselves, or to find some sort of resolution to come full circle, possibly tie in with the other episodes. Smuggler Steel says, since we are getting a bridging episode, we might get to see how some of the earlier individual episodes develop through that bridge episode. Let's see. Yeah, no, What If is really good so far. Absolutely impressed with everything they're doing over there. The fact that they're creating a separate division in Marvel, over at Marvel Studios. It's a separate division where it handles fully like the animation side of things, at least the small scale animation side of things. That's going to be really really cool, because they're doubling down on this. They're gonna this is literally like one branch of their now humongous empire that I think can actually sustain possibly the longest, for a long time, because they can do so many things. And if you look at Star Wars and their animation department and all the things they do in animation, I can only imagine what Marvel can do. So let's see. Yeah, Debo, so far, I'm still kind of not sure where my favorite episode is yet. It's between the zombie one, the Doctor Strange one, and this one. But for me, the Doctor Strange one is still holding on to that number one spot, but it's not holding on to it very strongly, or as strongly as, it could change at any minute. Yeah, and we're getting some people that say that was. By the way, Isabel says the actor who did Tony Stark did incredible. That was so good. I am not gonna lie. Even though we all love Robert Downey Jr., RDJ, Tony Stark, if you're watching this, we love you 3000. But man, the person they used today for the episode to play you, was pretty good. Let's see. And we haven't even. Oh no, we did. Lo says, I can see a what if type animated film a la Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I said this early on in these watch parties, dating back to like episode 1, which was if Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse walked, so Marvel Studios animation can run. I'm very, very excited that we're going to get to possibly, like I said, we're going to get to see this improve when this is already so good. And going back to the reason why I say Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse has so much influence on this is because it kind of looks like it. It has that comic book feel, style, and there's certain elements they definitely got animation-wise from Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. So they walked so Marvel Studios can run. Let's see. Where are we? What if every Avenger was replaced by a Ricky variant? Hey, it could happen. Debo says, Zombie is a solid second for me, specifically because of the cliffhanger ending. Yeah, no. Right now that it's shuffling in my head, I've got Doctor Strange still in the number one spot, and this one and the zombie one are kind of, because the reason why is because for me this like upped the legacy of everything to do with the Black Panther movie. Like I'm talking the characters, I'm talking arc, I'm talking villain development, all this stuff. It really, really did a fantastic job for me, and I'm kind of still that cliffhanger though on last week's episode was very, very enticing though. Let's see. Lo says horror films are my life, so I don't think any episode will top the zombie episode for me. Lowe's, that is pretty good to know. As a matter of fact, sometime this week I'm gonna get down to watch the Malignant movie by James Wan. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't even seen any chatter online about it. I've seen it, but I haven't read it because I don't want it to get spoiled. But I keep hearing there's just something like the reason why I can't like even explain what they're talking about it is because I squint my eyes when I see something malignant, and I don't want to get it spoiled. Let's see. Smuggler Steel says, agree the VA for Stark was good. Pepper was so-so. Yeah, the voice actor for Stark. So Pepper, I don't know. So one of the things, right, was at the very beginning, they don't necessarily show all of the actors who are in this episode. So for example, I don't remember seeing Don Cheadle in the opening credits as a voice actor, but we obviously heard Don Cheadle in it. unless that was his identical twin with the same voice. But like I said, and so with that said, I don't know if they just didn't credit Gwyneth Paltrow or if that just wasn't Gwyneth Paltrow. Land of the Lost says, Ricky bro, make me a mod. Finally, this is my family. Land of the Lost. Let me think about it, and yeah, possibly. I definitely I would love to elevate, you know, Filmtopians that are consistently here, that are always showing love, and that are awesome, kind, inclusive individuals, and that just love movies, love everything to do with movies. So I'll definitely think about it for a lot of you as far as mods on YouTube. Definitely. Let's see. Christopher Baker says the Iron Man voice artist has done his voice in cartoons before. It's eerie. Yeah, so I'm assuming you're talking about like the Avengers Assemble series on Disney Plus, stuff like that, Christopher. And yeah, Smuggler says huge props to the animation quality. It is really beautiful, fluid with unique style. And like I said, Pepper Potts, I would love to find out if that was her or not, or if it was Gwyneth Paltrow or not. Land of the Lost says I'm going to go see Malignant Thursday. So hopefully, oh man, okay, Los, I just right now, currently I see Malignant was so gnarly, but I don't want to read after that. Phil Van Deacon says, what if it was Agatha all along? Here, you guys haven't heard this in a while. It was Agatha all along. Let's see. Okay, Los, I'm reading your comment. I know you wouldn't obviously put any spoilers, but even when people give you a description of a movie without spoilers and it's spoiler free, for me, spoiler free reviews and stuff like that are actually kind of hard to watch because I don't even want to know if it's kind of good or bad. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know. Even telling someone if it's good or bad to me feels like spoilers. It's kind of funny. But here, let's see. Lo says, Malignant is so gnarly. That's what I've been hearing. That's the only thing that I've really gauged from the internet. I literally watched it again before you went live. It freaked me out when your connection froze because my house went quiet and it was dark. That is hilarious. I was shooken. That's so funny. Okay, Reddick. Oh, my man, Reddick. Reddick, what's going on? Nice to see you in here, fellow Stafftopian. Pepper Potts isn't Gwyneth Paltrow. Let's see. Did I? Yeah, no, okay. So I'm trying to see. Hold on. I can't find it right now. Let's see. Anyways, Land of the Lost says, thanks, fam. I'll always be here since you're so engaged with your audience. It really makes every stream fun as hell. Keep it up. Thank you, Land of the Lost, aka Bubba Gump. Like I said, one of the things I was saying earlier was, I know as of late, you know, the stream started a little later than usual. We usually start like 2 hours before, you know, like we did in Loki, like we did in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, WandaVision, stuff like that. This one I felt it was just more appropriate to do it a little closer to the stream. But the other reason why is because I'm actually trying to develop something. And let's just say it's definitely a watch party. But I'm trying to do this, like, I'm trying to kind of go big on this watch party idea I have. And so kind of like one of the things is right now, if any of you feel, you know, these watch parties are a little different from the live action series we've seen, it is. But I promise you, when we get back to especially Hawkeye, basically when Hawkeye comes back, The Mandalorian, Boba Fett, all these huge shows, I will be ready then with this concept that I have for these watch parties, and yeah, so and then also another thing is, as you can tell on the channel, you know, as far as posting videos, there really hasn't been any lately, but I promise you, I'm working on something, and I'm hoping to debut like the consistency. I'm hoping to debut the consistency of what my channel, of what Filmtopia is going to really encapsulate, uh, starting in October. So everybody, definitely, please, I implore you to bear with me. I know we have fun as we right now, but I'm trying to develop something to where like it's gonna feel like super legit and super cool and even better than what we experience now. So all I can really say to everybody is please bear with me. No, I'm not like this. If there's ever a thought in your mind, I just want to let everybody know, especially right now, all of you in here, because you all that are in here right now definitely are Filmtopians that have been here for the longest and always show love. But if there ever is a thought that creeps into your mind about, is he still doing Filmtopia? Is Filmtopia important to him? Is all this stuff, you just remind yourself that it is my number one thing in life. Filmtopia is here for years and years to come. This is our baby. This is Filmtopia. And so whether or not you may see like activity on the channel a little quiet, just know it's either because there's some stuff going on that I got to deal with, that I kind of for the past few weeks had to, or I'm working on some stuff and it's just taking time and all this stuff. So I know that's a little sidetrack, but I wanted to make sure that I voiced that, and to let you all know, my Filmtopians, my awesome Filmtopians that are here right now, that this is like the most important thing to me in my life, and the thing that I want to invest so much into, which is Filmtopia and all of my fellow Filmtopians. So again, if there's ever a doubt in your mind about where's Filmtopia, why isn't Filmtopia posting, or where's Ricky, all these things, stay calm. We're good. I'm here, and you know that this is I'm giving this my all, or I'm gonna put my all into this. Nice. Land of the Lost says I'll be here for all those too. Oh no, Isabel. Oh no. I hope you guys were able to hear everything I just said. Filmtopia stonks. That is so cool. I love that. Thank you. Lan says you're phenomenal. Lan, you got all the sick words. Keep it up. Thank you, Lan, for that. Isabel, that honestly, those comments mean so much to me. The fact that all of you are so understanding, and at the end of the day, I promise you, I'm very transparent. I'm trying to be very transparent with this entire process with developing and building Filmtopia. And yeah, I want to improve this channel, because one of the things is, the type of channel that I want to create, the type of environment that I want to create, the type of channel and environment I want to create is the one that I've been searching for, like the one that I've been envisioning, the one I can't find on YouTube right now, the one I can't find on TV right now. And so that's why it kind of takes a while, because we're coming up with something new, something ours. So thank you for that, Isabel. Hello says Smuggler Steel, don't you put that evil on us, Ricky Bobby. Don't you put that on us. Lol, I have to try and sleep tonight. Nice. Hell yeah, Ricky, Filmtopia to the moon. Let's go. Smuggler Steel, thank you so much. I appreciate the love. And the crew, definitely, I wouldn't be anything without my fellow Stafftopians, all of the people that help behind the scenes, on the scenes, the people you see on screen, everybody that has anything to do with Filmtopia, whether you watch it, whether you contribute to it, whatever it is, however your relationship is with Filmtopia and me, I appreciate it so much. And I can't wait to show you my appreciation and not just tell you it. Trust me, I have ideas and plans. And one other thing I just want to say really quick. One of the things that I hate is when people talk about doing stuff and then never do it. And the reason why I'm talking about it is because I'm planning to do it. So the beauty is that the internet is written in ink. So you can either find out if I was a person of my word or not. Denmark Corona, all the way from the Philippines. Nice to see you. Long time. Super long time, Denmark. Nice to see you. Mona says, next episode is the What If Guardians of the Galaxy becoming the Avengers. I cannot wait for that one. Seeing Gamora Thanos-fied in Thanos' armor with Thanos' weapon. Woo! It looks so cool. Yeah, super sick fun. Phil Fett says Filmtopia gets a sub. Me subscriber stonks. Nice. Let's see. Philippe is sending me some cool stuff. Really quick, I'm gonna show you guys. I just can't get it on my computer for some reason. Felipe, throw it in the into the drive. Let's see if I can find it. Because I can't put it on my computer for some reason. Let's see. Wow, Smuggler. If you ever do need a website and need a writer, hit me up. I'd love to help. Smuggler Steel, that means so much. I'm gonna for sure reach out to you, especially on the writing side. One of the beauties about all of this is that, or one of the lessons that I've learned in life is being honest with oneself. And there's a lot of things. While it'd be cool to tell the story about, wow, I did this all on my own, and I spent 18 hours at night, you know, creating this website, learning how to code on my own, all this stuff, right? While that makes a cool, compelling story for later on, one of the things about honesty is that you got to be honest with yourself. And I've learned a lot about myself over the course of the year. And one of those things is, getting help with stuff like a website, getting help with stuff about writing, and getting help with stuff that goes on in the Discord. So shout out to Adrian, Jonah, Lizzie, Reddick, Madcake, everybody. And so getting help, in different areas is something that I want to start exploring and for sure do. So Smuggler Steel, I don't know how you want to get in contact, whether it's just Discord or Instagram or something, but definitely we'll get in touch. If I haven't reached out, reach out to me just so we can get that connection going. Let's see. Film fan Deacon, aka Bob the Sob, is good night, everybody. Good night to you, Bob. Thanks for being here so much. Crazy that you've literally been here since day one. That's crazy. Wow, Land of the Lost says, I can do audio, video editing, and I make music. If you ever need anything made for background and whatever. Wow, Land of the Lost. Okay. Definitely reach out to me as well, whether that's on Discord or whether that's Instagram or Twitter. Land of the Lost, please get in touch with me. I'm going to start making these moves where I want to actually go ahead and try collaborating with people and seeing, all the stuff that I really can't do on my own. I would love to be able to do, get helped by fellow Filmtopians. So definitely hit me up. Jonas says, what I do wrong now? I don't know what you did wrong, man, but you do it. To me, you're doing everything right. Shout out to you. I know you're working your butt off at school. Literally the other day when you told me the units that you were taking, it's just, that's not even, it's not real. Like, that's crazy. But Felipe says okay, cool. I think we got it. All right. We're coming towards the end, everybody, but I want to show you something Felipe made. By the way, everybody, Felipe's information is down in the chat below, in the description below. Make sure to go follow him and go show him some love. And if you need any sort of graphic work done, I believe right now he has some openings. So definitely hit him up for any sort of graphic work you might need. He is Filmtopia's graphic designer, so he does the best. He's the best. Let's see. Okay, so all right, hold on. So earlier, Felipe was telling me about how'd the dinner with Hawkeye go. So why not just show everybody? Here we go. Yeah, so the other night, right before actually the trailer came out the other day, I had this awesome dinner. Hawkeye and his family, his wife wasn't there, but Hawkeye and his kids invited me out to dinner. So we went out to dinner and we just had a good time. We talked and just had a good time. And there's a few things about the Hawkeye series you guys are gonna get your mind blown about. It's gonna be super cool. It's like Die Hard meets what Lo say earlier. Die Hard meets oh man, Home Alone. No, I know what you said earlier, but but yeah. So yeah, we're just chilling. We're just chilling, doing our thing, doing our thing. Let's see. Vibes to you, Felipe. For um, let's see. Let's see. Jonas says, I heard my name and assumed it was something I did wrong. Not this time, Jonah. Not this time. Land of the Lost says, yeah, dude, I'll get at you ASAP. It's 3 a.m. Yeah, no, Land of the Lost. No worries. Hit me up when you can, but preferably as soon or whenever you get the chance. Just whether it's Instagram or Discord or however. But get your rest, do your thing, and we'll be in touch. We'll be in touch. Smother Steel says, Felipe rocks. Yes, he does. Rudy, you didn't do Grace. That's a good one. Jonah, that is a great one. Wow, okay. Let's see. After the blip, of course. Hawkeye series looks great. Will be fun at the Xmas romp. Yeah, no, and one of the things that I love about like the trailer that we got. I'm a huge Christmas like season person. I love everything about Christmas season, the holidays, all that stuff. So when we got the trailer, it was just so refreshing. It felt so good. I think last night I went to sleep to the soundtrack of just random shuffled like Christmas songs. Best sleep ever. What if villains became heroes? Yeah. But yeah, so the other thing was, me and Jeremy Renner got pretty close too on set, and we were just kicking it and stuff. But yeah, it was funny. There was this joke he said, and he just stayed stone cold faced, and he knew he was funny. He knew he was funny. Let's see. But yeah, so shout out to Felipe. Felipe, thank you so much, hermano. Obrigado. Like I said, everybody, if you have any work that you need done, he's taking on a few clients right now at the moment. So hit him up. His information is linked down below, as well as the Discord and all of Filmtopia's social information as well. It's down there. Let's see. Isabel says, "What if heroes become villains?" Jonah says, and that's where we differ. Laugh my A. I could the rest of my life without the capitalist Christmas agenda. Yeah, I love it, man. I love it. But yeah. So with that said, and you know what? I guess I might as well show you this one. I'm just hanging out with, on the Hawkeye set. Threw on a Kate Bishop costume. You know how it goes. I'm not gonna lie, that's a pretty good picture. um, but with that said, everybody, what I wanted to also bring up was, what was the other thing that I wanted to talk about? So, question. So right now, really quick in the chat, if you're still here, just type in here, just so I know who I'm talking to right now and who's here. Because I kind of want some advice about certain things to do with the channel, and so yeah. So I'd love to see who's still here, or who wants to just kind of talk about it. Let's see. Jonah says to Monish and Isabel about what if villains became heroes, heroes became villains. Says a version of this happens in the animated show Avenger Assembled, which Watch the first few episodes. It's pretty super good. It it takes from me. It took for me a little bit to get like kind of over that it's not Marvel Studios or that it's not the MCU. But once I got over that, uh, it felt good. Um, this happens in the show Avenger Assembled. The heroes are turned into villains, and the Squadron Supreme becomes the heroes. Okay, so thanks for that, Jonah. By the way, so Isabel's here. Smother Steele's here. Jonah's definitely not here. Los is here. Roger's here. Xion says here, but I'm working and listening in, so thank you for that. Smother says mentally mostly here. Blissful bananas per usual. Okay, so with that said, I wanted to ask my fellow Filmtopians, especially you specific Filmtopians. So one of the things is, with being a YouTube channel of my size, and Alan Garris here, by the way, also. One of the things about being a YouTube channel this size is that I'm kind of in like, I wouldn't say no man's land because I finally got to become a monetized channel. But I'm in the monetized channel section where ad revenue really doesn't, there's really no ad revenue. Like it's in the cents, which I'm grateful for. Like I'm pretty like stoked when I see a few cents, pop up. That's cool to me. By the way, Lan is here also. And I'll make this quick. But what I'm wondering is, now that that's what I'm trying to say. Now that I'm super grateful that now we're in the monetized section of YouTube and we're growing the channel, and it's obviously going to take some time, take some luck, takes a lot of hard work and a lot of consistency. And while obviously that isn't necessarily what's going on yet, but it's because I'm working on some stuff and taking care of some stuff that I need to take care of. One of the big questions is when can I go full time on YouTube? And while it'd be cool to just be able to do it, things are, there's a thing called like, money, right? Money is a hard thing to try to navigate through. Paying bills, paying for stuff, all this stuff, paying for stuff to do all this, to reinvest into the channel. And so long story short, what I want to know is, do any of you have ideas to be able to basically like be able to give like most of my time to YouTube, but like how to do that? So one of the things that I've been trying to figure out is, okay, a Patreon page, right? Where, it's a page where you're able to support the channel and support me as a creator, but you also get extra perks, right? You get extra stuff. And you may be asking, well, extra stuff? Well, what about the stuff that you got to put on here first? I agree with that. I totally agree with that. But like I said, right now I'm just kind of trying to brainstorm, trying to figure out how exactly to make this our full-time thing, where it's like you guys see me a lot, whether it's live streams, whether it's pre-recorded stuff, whether it's contests, whether it's giveaways, whether it's all these things. I want to be able to go full out on this, both mentally, physically, financially, spiritually, everything. But what I want to know is, do you all have like any ideas as to how we can do that? So again, there's things called Patreon. There's things called like buymeacoffee.com. There's the super chat functions. And so I guess what I'm trying to like right now just gauge, I'm not asking for a super chat or anything right now, but what I'm just trying to gauge as like, trying to allocate data is like, how many of you out there would like sign up to like this Patreon type of stuff? I think Los just sent something in. It says merch. Hold on. Merch, giveaways, and more videos to satisfy the algorithms. You got to build some brand recognition. The community is solid and rad right now. Just got to promote it more on IG, TikTok, and Twitter. Absolutely agree. So with that said, that I'm trying to just gauge. So like as far as and be honest, I'm okay if you guys said no, I just can't right now because it's not even in my budget to do that. Or I wouldn't be interested. I'd rather just stick with all the stuff here on YouTube and the Filmtopia YouTube. So like I said, I just want honesty right now. So as far as like, would you join like a paid sort of Patreon type of stuff? And what would you kind of want to see on that? Would you buy merch? And what kind of merch would you want to see? Would you yeah, like I said, right now I'm just kind of throwing stuff on the wall. I didn't really plan to to do this. This is just coming straight from right here right now. Um, let's see. Oh, Jonah donated $4.99 through Super Chat. Did someone say Super Chat? Okay, now I'm going to bed. Have a blessed night, everybody. Jonah, vibes to you, my friend, fellow Stafftopian. Thank you so much. Good night to you, and we'll be in touch probably tomorrow. Um, let's see. Yeah, I gotta pay. Yeah, Smuggler Steel. There's stuff coming due. Let's see. So Roger, yeah, and that's the thing is like, don't think you can rely on ad revenue alone for going full time on YouTube. Absolutely not. You need more income streams like Patreon, merch, but buy me a coffee and so on. So definitely that's how I'm definitely right now. I'm not. That's what I'm trying to say is I'm not relying on ad revenue. Wow, Los donated $9.99. Hype train, nice. Shout out to you, Los. Shout out to everybody that's super chatted tonight. That's awesome. And like I said, um, I super appreciate it because the fact that like we have this connection, you know, because of this YouTube channel is just mind blowing to me, and I'm super grateful, and I can't wait to one day meet all of you and just like this is so awesome. Let's see. Isabel says I would sign up if I had the money too. Let's see. Los Roger donated NOK 55 through Super Chat. Thank you, Roger, for that. NOK, I can't right now off the top of my head, I can't remember which currency that is. But super appreciate it. That is so awesome. I'm super grateful. But like I said, everybody, right now I'm just gauging. But I'm super grateful. That's so awesome. It's so funny whenever like super chats happen or like before we had super chats, the Streamlabs donations, all those stuff. Like, man, if I could spend like an hour just saying thank you, I probably would. That's just the type of person I am because I don't know where I come from and how I grew up, stuff like that. It just doesn't happen. Like it just, I don't know. And so to see it and to feel the energy and to know that you are feel like you're a part of this because you are, that's what like really like gets me. Like that is like absolutely incredible. Lo says, I'd subscribe monthly to be honest. Homie, I look forward to this every week. That is so cool, Los. So like I said, maybe where we can have this discussion or where we can put in ideas and stuff is on Discord. Let me see really quick. On Discord, maybe we should log all this stuff, all these like suggestions and all these like ideas. Let's try logging them in somewhere over on Discord. Let's put it in YouTube feedback. There's a channel in Filmtopia on the Discord server. It's called YouTube feedback. Hold on. Yeah. So YouTube feedback should possibly be the place that you go and yeah. So YouTube feedback. I think that will be the best place to do that, just to have all these things. And then later on, if you end up not putting it over there, I'll probably rewatch this live stream and the live chat, and I might type it in myself or put it into a Google Doc or something. But like I said, Lowe's, I would love to be able to be able to give you all a good reason to to subscribe or to join or do all this stuff. So let's see. Smuggler says diversify. Don't put all your income streams in one basket, aka YouTube. More primetime streams. I love middle night chats, but it's weird time for gathering more subs. Very true. So so watch. These are the kind of the three things I'm not battling, but I'm going through. So it's growing the channel. So I got to grow the channel, but that takes time, effort, money, all that stuff, right? But that's what I'm trying right now. But then I've also got to make like a living in order to keep this train going. And then 3, making sure I stay sane and like continue to do what I love, continue to make sure that this is something that doesn't, go sideways, right? That I always make sure that I love it and that I always make sure is something pure. That's what I'm trying to say. So that and I believe there's a few other things, but just so you get the gist of like where I'm trying to find this balance is I'm trying to find the balance between growth, sustainability, and sanability, or being sane. Let's see. Cool. Let's see. By the way, Roger put a super sticker, and let's see. Actually, I want to see what the super sticker looks like. Okay, cool. Really quick, I'm gonna show you guys really quick. But that's the super sticker right here. That's the super sticker right there. But before it goes into Inception mode, yeah. So, okay, awesome. And like I said, Los, the hype train is real, so I appreciate you. Jonas says, I don't have time to be in touch. Yeah, and Len, so that's the other thing, right? So I think that was one what I'm trying to put on like this hand of the stuff I'm trying to juggle is I'm trying to keep authentic. My authentic foundation to build on is important. And you know what? I'm actually not too worried about the authentic part because I would never sacrifice on this channel or anywhere for that matter. Like I would never sacrifice the authenticity or the fun and the vibes here for any short-term sort of gain or anything like that. That's just not me. So definitely authenticity is something I'm not worried about it, but it's something, like I said, I'm trying to make sure it stays in these pillars. Well, that's what we'll call them. We'll call them like pillars. Lowe says stickers would be rad. You can get a bulk amount for super cheap and sell each on for like $5. I'd buy a few. Oh, stickers. Yeah, I was thinking YouTube stickers, but stickers would be kind of cool. You can get a bulk amount for super cheap and sell each on for like $5. I'd buy a few. Plus, I've told my friends about this community. Vibes, baby, vibes. By the way, I don't know the legality on this matter as far as if I were to make merch, stuff that I can sell, if it had any sort of like reference, whether it's direct or indirect, to properties, to intellectual property of other, the Marvels, DC, stuff like that, Star Wars, am I allowed to do that? Because, I mean, I see a lot of people doing that, but I don't know if they're just saying, screw it, we'll figure it out later, or so if anybody in here is like well-versed in that language, let me know. In the business / legality language. That's Norwegian currency. There we go. Thank you for that, Roger, and I appreciate that. Let's see. Common 663 Oxide asks, I just saw the episode and I was wondering why Shuri was shown as a kid, but T'Challa wasn't. One of the things is I think Shuri, I'm not sure if she was necessarily a kid. But that's what I felt. I felt like she was very, very young, but perhaps it was more of just a perception thing, and she wasn't. She was, more older. Let's see. Smuggler Steel says, honestly, I'd love to meet some of the other Filmtopians. Perhaps a pre-screen call-in shows would be awesome. No, definitely. That'd be pretty cool. That would be really cool, and that's actually how I met my Stafftopians. Jonah, Lizzie, Reddick, Mad Cake, Adrian. We ended up kind of doing like this pre-screen thing where they came on to onto the live stream. This, yeah. Let's see. Alan Gare asked, "What's my ranking of the episodes so far?" So right now that it's settled in even more, I still have Doctor Strange number 1, Zombies number 2, Killmonger number 3, and then the Ant-Man, Loki, and Nick Fury one number 4, and then the last two they're kind of interchangeable. Felipe says that's it. There's no secret or rules. Channels do it or do it here, but Filmtopia is not just another channel. Exactly. And that's the beauty, guys, is one of the things, and I'm glad we're able to have this candid conversation right now. And it's cool because I know everybody that's in here right now really cares about all of us, really cares about the Filmtopia community. But on that point, Felipe, you're right. I don't want this to just be another channel. I want this to be like a family, a community, a vibe. And to be honest, like, for example, this is a good way to look at it. Whenever there's a certain word for, like, in general to describe stuff, the normal nomenclature of things. For example, this is a stream, a live stream we're on. But for me, this is our TV show. This is our weekly Tonight Show. Does that make sense? And so if you take that and you apply that to a lot of other things across Filmtopia, that's why I've always envisioned, and I have so many things that I want to implement on Filmtopia, that I want you guys to be proud. I want you guys to be happy, fulfilled when you come to Filmtopia, when you think about Filmtopia, or when you share Filmtopia with anybody. That's my goal. Yeah, Los, definitely bringing more people, and that's slowly been happening, right? So like Felipe is helping with being our graphic designer. My Stafftopians are working behind the scenes on certain things, and so bringing on help was actually something when I first started YouTube. I honestly thought I was never gonna do, because I have this, I come from a culture and community and stuff that, like, lending trust is very, very hard. But one of the things that I noticed that I was doing on this channel, or once, things started, picking up and I felt the vibes, I really just said, I'm going to take these leaps of faith and just see where it goes. And honestly, so far, all the leaps of faith that I've decided to embark on, to jump on, have been super awesome, and they've turned into friends. Like, they've turned into people: Jonah, Felipe, everybody, Lizzie, Mad Cake, Reddick, Adrian, like people that I've like you said, brought on, and we're doing stuff. It's turned out really, really great. MJ says, "Can we expect Dr. Voodoo cameo in Doctor Strange?" Possibly. That's the thing, is I don't know. Like, I don't know where any of this is going, because, like, the multiverse, Loki literally broke the internet. Like, Loki broke the universe. Wanda broke the universe too. The multiverse, it's just crazy. So we'll see. Let's see. Michael Sarah says the actress of Shuri was 15 in 2008, so it fits that she is very young. 2008. Let's see. And as far as Alan Gare, did I see the new Spider-Man Home No Way? Sorry, the new Spider-Man No Way Home leaks. I honestly have not seen many leaks, but on purpose. I want to see them, but I don't. So that's one of the other things that early on in this channel, I kind of battled, was trying to figure out if I wanted this channel to also include spoilers, like, those deep type of spoilers, like the Cosmic Wonder stuff, like Real Rejects, like reacts to, people like that, which are awesome. I love them. But there's only there's just On certain things, I'm brave enough to go and just spoil it. I'll tell you why I have PTSD from spoilers. I I finally made a decision 2 years ago that I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm just gonna read spoilers, go down these rabbit holes, all this stuff. And one of the first ones was the rise of Skywalker. And I watched a video on like the reported Reddit leaks, and someone was reading the Reddit leaks, and they were kind of like in bullet point fashion. And lo and behold, I never in a million years thought that that was going to really turn into episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. Because when it was being read, I was actually kind of laughing. I was like, this is ridiculous. I remember when we got to the point where it was like, and Rey stands on the sand and ignites her gold lightsaber. I was like, okay, this is for sure not true. Like, this is not real. These leaks are just false. It's a cool little what if. Next thing you know, I'm sitting in the theater, IMAX, opening night or opening weekend for The Rise of Skywalker. And every bullet point, I'm like, wait, I think I've heard of this before. Because I saw those leaks like a few months before. And I was I was so psyched on the thought of The Rise of Skywalker, the movie. I was so excited for it. But anyways, that's why I'm like I have PTSD, is because I couldn't believe it that those leaks were real. um, let's see. Smother Steel says, "Hey, you guys have been awesome and went out of your way to support me when I had a rocky few weeks. I am for sure feeling the vibes." That's awesome, Smuggler, and that's why I love, like, seriously, this community, my fellow Filmtopians. You guys are all awesome. Smother Shield says also, I heard Loki. I'm awake again and alive again. And by the way, just so you all know, right? These streams are super late. And that just has to do with the nature of when this show, like, right, when What If takes place. But as far as accommodating, being way more considerate of your guys' time, of everybody's time, I would definitely do stuff way earlier. This just has more to do with the shows being at this time. So I appreciate everybody that stays up with me, with us. Felipe says, I'm going to bed. Have a good night, everyone. Bye, Ricky. See you on the next stream. Better on the next. Oh, I got you. See you on the next stream. Better yet, on the next TV show. Vibes. Nice, guys. Nice. And by the way, in just as far as algorithm goes, we got to use those words like stream, live stream, all these, right? The generic words, but that we have those special words for all our stuff. Those filmtastic, unique words for us. Let's see. Alan Gear says, I wasn't in the chat, so what are your thoughts on the Hawkeye trailer? I loved it. I personally thought it was a perfect tease. Like, it really was a perfect tease as to what's to come. It felt like a Die Hard sort of homage. So hence, the action is high level, but the scenery and the environment and the ambiance and the world building is within this Christmas time saga epic, right? And I think it's going to be really, really fun. I just remember when before Filmtopia was ever started, I was watching the Mandalorian seasons during like the Christmas times, and that was cool. But it didn't feel like Christmas. It just felt like Star Wars. Now that this show actually employs like the holiday season vibes, I am like psyching out of my mind because I want it. I really want it. Raghav Singh Yadava says, I really like your stream. Thank you, Raghav. Thank you to everybody that always joins. But let's see. Really quick, Smuggler says, also, thank you so much not going the rage bait route for getting eyes on your channel and stream. It's why I have stuck here and bailed on a lot of other channels. I'm so glad you bring that up, Smuggler. It's so funny you bring that up because I want to be I set out early on, literally before this was ever created. It might be a reason why this was created, Filmtopia, was because I wanted to be the antithesis to that side of the fandom or that side of like the internet. I can't stand like I can watch it and stuff, but man, I feel so toxic on a daily basis. And I wanted to create like this platform, this community that was just not that. And honestly, the way I handle it is when if stuff like that comes on my like YouTube recommended page and stuff, I just press those three dots and I press please don't recommend content like this, and it keeps me sane, it keeps me happy, and it keeps me from ever diving into like the toxicity of like that side of the internet. And I know it's how bad it can get. So I'm super glad you all out there feel these types of vibes, and you say something like this because that means we're doing what we set out to do, and that's to be a positive, inclusive, and just all around good like feeling channel. Even right now, I can see on the screen, right? I can see like our awesome design by Felipe. You know, it even like it's designed like this specifically because me and him have these conversations of like when he creates stuff, like I try to tell him what I'm looking for, and then he comes up with this genius stuff. But I tell him like all these like things about I want it to feel this way. And so yeah, even when I see this, I get happy and I just feel like, okay, we're in a safe space, we're in a good place, and no toxicity here. Yes, Los, thank you for that. Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much. Uh, yeah. By the way, Alan Gare, four more slates for MCU movies in 2024. No, there is like so much stuff coming for the MCU. By the way, really quick, I want to I want to just show this. So in the chat we have someone spamming, but it's funny because this spam is a positive spam. So while I'd appreciate it, Prashant. You can chill on the spam. Let's try to let everybody get their vibes in. But I appreciate the love and the fact that hold on really quick. I'm super glad that even if when we get spam, it's some positive stuff. So, but yeah. Oh man, that's funny. Um, but yeah, no. Going back to this, Alan Gare, the slates that are reportedly coming, it's so cool. We're basically now averaging 4 movies a year, theater movies a year. Literally, I know this isn't a debate between DC and Marvel, but DC needs to like do what I did with Filmtopia, which was like don't really look at sideways competitions, contemporaries. Just look forward and just do your thing and do the best that you can. I think DC needs to do that because Marvel is just absolutely on another level. And that's no shade to DC. What I'm saying is DC can actually do something really, really cool, which is make it their own and figure out their own little. Maybe they could do 4 movies in between the 4 that are Marvel. That's what they can build up to. But just don't let Marvel, this is all I'm going to tell DC, just don't let Marvel fill in those gaps that DC's supposed to fill. Oh, man. Smuggler says, going back to that thing, which is I am all for debate and chatting and animated conversations, but I just don't think you have to go to the mud fling. Yeah, exactly. And just to show it, Prashant with the I love you Filmtopia, Prashant, appreciate you. But yeah, and I appreciate you stopping the spam. So thank you for that. See, that's the beauty about our community, everybody, is that there's like seriously a good sense of like when we ask of stuff, I feel a lot of people are willing to understand. So that's super cool. Let's see. Alan Gare says, and there is also Disney Plus TV shows unannounced. I mean, MCU is killing me. I can't breathe. How many projects are coming? I can't breathe, man. And this is just phase 4. I am like, imagine when we get to Secret Wars. Imagine when we get to Secret Wars. Like, what is. Okay, so we get the 4 movies a year. It's basically February, May, July, November. So February, May, July, November. And then within that, you put. Within that, you've got, let's say, the January going into February slot, right? So that's this one. And then you've got the March going into May, like March, April, May slot. And then you've got the August, September, October, and then you've got the end of November and December. No, it's wild. It's wild. It's wild. Lowe says pre-recorded content is also super rad. That whole Disney vlog was cool. So as far as the pre-recorded content goes, Lowe's, that's something that one of the things I don't want Filmtopia to kind of get pigeonholed into is being known or only known as like a live streaming thing. I love live streaming, but I want to show everybody that I want to show everybody the type of pre-recorded content I have in mind. But basically, I want Filmtopia and whatever sub channels that may ever end up getting created because of Filmtopia, just because maybe content won't align. But as far as like, well, here, let me say this first. My idea for Filmtopia is to have live streams, pre-recorded content, and pre-recorded content. There's a lot within that. So within that, there's like documentaries / vlogs of some like ventures that I'm kind of embarking on, and I'll get more into that soon. And then you got the trailer reaction, you've got reviews. Like I said earlier, I have this idea for wanting to not fit in, but instead fit out. But I'm not trying to do it for fit out sakes. I'm not just trying to fit out just because I want to go against the grain or whatever. No. What I'm trying to say is I'm trying to come up with content that is popular, right? So like reactions, reviews, stuff like that, the more like generic stuff like that. But what I'm trying to do is Filmtopia-ize it, right? Like I'm trying to make it this very unique experience, something that isn't necessarily common. But again, I'm not trying to do it just to say, oh, I did it this way, or you know what I mean? It's one of the, okay, how about this? We'll put it in these terms. If I was screenwriting, if I was coming up with a story, if I was creating a movie, what I'm trying to say is if there's a left turn, it's not just for left turn's sakes. It's to push the story forward, and it's to do it in a cool way. So yeah, just keep that in mind. That's kind of why right now the channel is a little just quiet, is because I'm trying to do that stuff. Because, like I said, I have these ideas I want to execute. It just takes a while to do it. Let's see. Smuggler says this is what DC needs to do. They need to find its footing. They have great characters, but they are struggling to capture the core of those characters. I am looking at you, Superman. You know what I think would have worked? I honestly think this would have worked. If DC would have, when the whole Justice League thing happened, and then they came out with Aquaman and that was a success. Honestly, I think the biggest but the biggest thing, possibly the worst thing that could have happened to Warner Brothers was Aquaman succeeding, because then they continued their plans. I think what would have worked is if they just told the world, they came out, did a press conference, whatever you want to call it, came out and said, listen, guys, everybody, I know this is a very weird thing to do, but we're going to go ahead and reset everything now. everything's going to start all over again. So I'm sorry about this, but I promise you in the long run, it will work and it will make sense and it will be for the benefit of everybody, for fans everywhere. I think literally they should have just started new. But like I said, Aquaman was a box office success, and then also an audience with the audiences, it was a success. Um, and I think that's what like led to everything now. Where I don't even know where we're at in DC. Smuggler Steel. Yeah, and what's funny, Los and Smuggler, about that vlog was it was embedded into one of the a few of the live streams, which was funny. But normally, what I would actually do is, or what I'm envisioning moving forward is, I would make that vlog its own pre-recorded separate video, because okay. So the other thing I'm battling between is making live stream content and pre-recorded content, because the pre-recorded content to me will live on forever, or like live on longer. It's more bingeable. It's more like you can watch it over and over and over again. But then the live streaming content is like the now. You feel it, the energy. We get to communicate. We get to interact. And then, but once it's kind of over, coming back to it it's a live stream. It's not for that. So going back to the pillars earlier, throw that in there too, as I'm battling between figuring out how to juggle live streaming and coming up with really, really good pre-recorded content that you want to watch over and over again, plus recommend to people. Yeah. Cooper Willis says, hello there. Sorry I'm late. No worry, Cooper. I've been rambling on a lot tonight. So I know everybody on the East Coast, Midwest right now, and even here on the West Coast, everybody that's still up with me, seriously, y'all are the goats. Alan Gare says, I like how 4 movies in a year because it's phase 4. And dang, so does that mean phase 5 is 5? They really could. I think what they learned was they really Marvel, I think what Marvel did in 2020 and 2021 was, I think they were a little shell shocked about how they can kind of do anything right now, and it can be a success. Because if you think about it, if it's a success during this whole pandemic and just everything that's going on in the world, imagine when things hopefully get better. Imagine the type of grip Marvel can have over the industry. I'm seriously trying to figure that out. Yeah, every month there'd be Marvel content, and they can do it because nowadays marketing, if you look at Spider-Man No Way Home, marketing, I think they really, really going to take a lot of data from that, where they can literally maybe put out the first teaser trailer 2 months before it's supposed to come out, and it will work. And so hence, if they were to put out a Marvel content each month, I think moving forward, and the type of world we're going into, where the internet has changed everything, streaming has changed everything, that means marketing strategies will also change. I think we might see stuff in the future where it's like Marvel content every single thing. Let's see. I see Mad Cake's in the house. Let's go. Mad Cake says, well, Rick, I can't see you because YouTube hates me. It won't let me watch the video, but I'm here to save vibes. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I am late. No worries, Mad Cake. I hope you enjoyed the episode. But it's funny. It may not just be you. I've been having technical difficulties all night, but our Filmtopians are still riding with us, so that's so cool. Yeah, so let's see. Where are we? Smuggler says they should have used the hinted at Flashpoint plot in JL to reset the story as soft reboot. Yeah, and I think that's what they're going for now, with the Flash that we're going to get, I think next year. We're going to get that soft reboot, but I honestly think it would have worked better if they did the hard reboot earlier, like around that time when everything was really going to poop, and they could have used Flashpoint in a better way instead of wasting it per se. Instead of wasting it as their nuclear option, which it's kind of being used as now, is what I'm trying to say. Nice, Monish. Nice. Hope you had a good lunch. Swagger says, I'm Bifrost lagged. That is so cool. That's a shirt. I am Bifrost lagged. That would be so cool. A Filmtopia merch. I am Bifrost lagged. That would be so cool. As Guardian Standard Time. That is so cool. Oh man. Alan Garrett says they literally released the Justice League trailer at the time Zack was releasing his cut. I mean, who does that? So, yeah, no. The whole Warner Brothers situation and their relationship with Zack Snyder is pretty nasty. It's not. It goes back to like when I look at the Zack Snyder and Warner Brothers relationship, I just start thinking of like that side of the internet I don't really want to be a part of. But when I think of Zack Snyder on his own, and when I think of Warner Brothers on their own, and not like fighting each other, life's a lot better. But they did do him dirty. They did him super dirty with the whole, yeah. But anyways, let's see. Funny. Jeff Bridges' character became the Ironmonger. If Tony made Killmonger a suit, he would have been, wait for it, Ironmonger. You know what's funny? That's going to be in New Rockstars. That's going to be something New Rockstars points out very soon. Shout out to them. See, I like New Rockstars. I like Real Rejects. I like this side of the fandom or community or whatever you want to call it, where like I feel like they also celebrate movies and like try to like, yeah, it just feels way more positive and stuff. Let's see. But yeah, what else? Oh, by the way, I'm going to check the Discord. Just see. Yeah. So, what was I going to say? It had to do with, well, I just want to say thank you to everybody that heard me out tonight, that, that's helping, with just everything about the channel. Everybody that if you can reach out to me about those things, so Smuggler, Bubba, Los will probably be in contact soon. Yeah, I definitely, because one of the things is, like I said, I am of the mindset that we are in a very, very precarious, awesome, super humble position, and we have the opportunity to really get Filmtopia off the ground. I mean, we did it. We got to 1,000, right? We set out that goal that we wanted to get to 1,000 Filmtopians. Then we did, and now we're setting other goals, and now it's time to like really put it into second gear. You know what's funny? And Jonah can attest to this. When we were at Disneyland, or I think when we came back or something, I told him something like this. I told him, dude, what's crazy is we got to the 1,000 subscribers. We have the ability now to become a monetized channel. One of the coolest things that I remember was that I remember telling him, I'm like, you know what's crazy? Even though we hit 1,000 subscribers, right now I want to go harder. Like I wanna double down. I want to go work. I think we were at Disneyland or something. We were either coming back from Disneyland or we were at Disneyland, but I was like, dude, what's crazy is I have this craving to get back to it. Like I have this craving to go even harder, and let's get Filmtopia. Like let's keep building it. Let's keep growing it. And so I say that all to say, I feel like we have this very opportune moment for all of us that we can really, really expand Filmtopia. And I'm not even talking I'm talking numbers wise, but outside of the numbers, I'm talking like we can really build the thing that I have envisioned and I have, set out. And so I feel like now is the time to strike and let's do this. And so hence, and everybody that wants to help out, we'll be in contact, and let's see what we can come up with. Let's see. Hello, Peter, or Monish says, or I just read it, but it's hello, Peter. AK Monish says, what if Zack Snyder leaves DC and comes to Marvel? I think that would be fantastic, because then he's not the head honcho, right? Like, he's not the showrunner. He's just going to be able to come in and give his stylized version, like his vision of something. And I think it would be so cool. Like, right now I'm getting super excited. The fact that Netflix is giving him these opportunities, and they're going to make his Star Wars script. So he had like a Star Wars story, and he was going to pitch it, or he pitched it to Star Wars and they didn't want it or something like that. But he kept on to the story, and he's just like translating it to not be Star Wars, but it's still a space epic. And I can't wait. It's going to be on Netflix. Smuggler Steel says, hey, love to offer input and support. And I love the fact that you all are so willing and so gracious enough to do that. That's awesome. Hello, Lord Basty. Nice to see you again. Roger says, I think this channel can be just as big as you want it to be. Good vibes all the way. I'm in for the future. And that like warms my heart, the fact that all of you want to stick around and be here for a good while. That's exactly like what I want this channel to make you feel. Is like, I want you to be in, I want you to want to be in this for the long haul because of the things that we're doing here. And if those positive vibes are what keeps you around, I can't wait to see when all of you want to stick around also because of the cool stuff we're posting. So yeah. Alan Guerra, as far as the Dark Side cliffhanger, just the cliffhanger, like that feeling of like it doesn't feel finished with DC and Zack Snyder's vision bothers me so much, because oh man, it was going somewhere so good. It's it's frustrating we won't get a Zack Snyder Justice League 2, but then again, we never thought we'd get a Zack Snyder Justice League cut ever, the Snyder cut. And that ended up happening. So never say never. I don't think it's going to happen. I think their relationship is pretty strained, but we'll see. Yeah, and as far as giving DC one last chance with the Flash movie, I think it's even their last chance for like within themselves. Like, I think if that doesn't pan out, they're really going to have to go back to the drawing board and swallow some pills they don't want to swallow, but I think it might be in their best interest. Lowe says, talking about Disneyland, I'm about 85% sure I'm going the weekend of October 15th. Nice. You're going to get to see the Oogie Boogie. Wait, October 15th? That's like a month from now. Oh, literally. Yeah, so you're still going to get to see the Halloween stuff. I'm definitely going to be going within this season of Halloween. I'm for sure going. So I'll let you know if I'm going on the 15th as well. Keep me posted with when you're going. Let's see. Cooper Willis says, who are you guys going to dress up for as Halloween? I'm going to be Mando. Oh my gosh. Seriously? Okay, so one of the things that I'm trying to work towards is I want October to kind of start the something that I have in mind, and one of those things is I want to do some seasonal stuff. So you know how it's Halloween time in October and stuff. So I want a lot of stuff during October to be seasonal. And so that definitely means I think dressing up a lot for certain sorts of content that I want to create. But just that idea of seasonality is something I want to employ on the channel and see how that works, see what people think. Because you know what I think of it? Because remember, we go back to, I don't feel that this is just a YouTube channel. I feel like this is a store. This is a theme park. This is a movie theater. You know what I'm talking about? So I think of it more than just a channel. I think of it in those, a TV show, stuff like that. Well, if you, any of those things that I just described, like if you walk into a mall, it usually has webs or is like decked out, or you see houses and during Christmas time and they have Christmas lights, or Halloween, they have Halloween decorations. So I want the channel to also feel like that. Let me know in the chat right now. To what I just said, are you for seasonal stuff, or nah? Or do you think it's don't do that? Let me know. Oh, dude, Smuggler. I didn't even think of that. That would be so crazy. That would be so good. Snyder would be literally that'd be like a match made in heaven for Blade. Or Punisher. Wow, I didn't read the next part of that sentence. That is so good. Now that you said Punisher, I actually think Punisher might work even better. Oh my gosh. We got to get the internet behind that. Alan Gare says Zack Snyder will be a great as a director of a Ghost Rider movie in Marvel. I like that too. Or a Hulk movie. I think the Ghost Rider would be really really cool. I don't know about a Hulk movie. I'm just trying to think of like a Zack Snyderized Hulk movie. Actually, that would be kind of sick. That would be actually really super sick. Wow, I attaching now Zack Snyder to some properties really blew my mind right now because that would be really really good. And then I was thinking right now like him with Star Wars, and right now I'm actually not. I don't think that would be the greatest. I wouldn't mind if he tried it because I think he'd touch a property kind of like he'd do some sort of Rogue One Andor type of thing where it's like a nothing main. But that would be that Marvel stuff is really interesting. Yeah. Zack Snyder Ghost hashtag Snyder Ghost. Snyder Rider. Oh man. Yeah, Lord Basty. Episode 6 was really good. I recommend watching it whenever it pops up for you. But I thought it was super good. It's actually number 3 on my list, but it's a close. Like my favorite episodes so far, 1, 2, and 3, they're really, really close to each other. So just because I put it at 3 doesn't mean it actually is 3. It's just it's up there. I will be going as myself, Lady Loki, of course. But to answer that question really quick, about what I want to be for this Halloween, dude, Shang-Chi changed like Shang-Chi is an absolute like I want to be Shang-Chi now. Like I have Asian and Latino blood in me, right? So seeing an Asian character on screen absolutely rocked my world. The diversity that it it spoke to me like no other movie has in a long, long time. I think the close prior to that was the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and seeing Sam, a person of color, take the mantle of Captain America. A black man taking the mantle of Captain America was so awesome, and the fact that they brought it over from the comics and put it into live action, I think meant so much to so many out there, and I think Shang-Chi will do the same. And I'm just waiting for a Latino superhero as well, as well, or anything. Just I want to see it. Awesome, awesome. Isabel says I'm for it as for the seasonal thing. Let's see. Smuggler says I thought about dressing up as my lame brother Thor. How about Throg? But by the Norns, I just didn't want to reduce my IQ that far, and the baby oil from my rippling muscles gets everywhere. That's true. That's true. It is a hassle. I would know. Okay, Cooper Willis is for it as well. Nice, nice. Los is going to be an alien from Mars Attacks. Nice. Let's see. As far as Smuggler Steel goes, says, let's see. A long time goth gal. Halloween is like my Christmas. Yes, do the holiday stuff. I would love to do it. I would love to do it seriously. I don't. Alan Gare. I wouldn't want. Oh, I thought you meant right now when I saw X-Men, I thought it said Fantastic Four. X-Men would be kind of cool, but maybe someone a mutant. I don't know about an entire X-Men film, but I would watch a mutant Zack Snyder one. Man, I'd watch a Zack Snyder or anything. But if you're giving me the options, uh, Lowe says the only thing is that Zack Snyder is an enigma. If you know where that's from, you know. Patrick, baby. Um, only thing is that Zack Snyder is an enigma of a creative, and I don't know if he would put up with the creative restrictions Marvel gives to its directors to keep the MCU cohesive. Um, I know what you're talking about, definitely. I think though, it's kind of like Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Kobe being on your team, right? And let's say you have a big ego or you do things your way and you've never capitulated to anybody. I think there's only like a few on earth and you end up capitulating to Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Kobe, um and like ego or not, they put you in place. So I think with Kevin Feige at the helm, I think Zack Snyder would refrain from doing something like that, but not in a I think you're better way. It's just more of I respect you type of way. Alan Gare says last, but Zach can also direct a Wolverine movie. It would fit perfectly. I think a Wolverine movie, a Zack Snyder Wolverine movie. Right now that I read that would actually be quite magnificent. If you get the right actor and you constrain him, like to what Los just said about making sure it still fits within what the big plan is, and that's obviously Kevin Feige, and he's not going to let anybody do anything to that. I think that would be a beautiful. I can already see the shots like a like the and then you get a POV blood. Oh my god. But going back to the Blade and the Punisher one, that really like that one's just calling to me right now. And I think like that Punisher one, I don't think it. I think it's vacant right now. Like the seat is vacant. Um, so we'll see. Uh, Lord Basty says, after watching Shang-Chi and The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I am so proud as an Asian. In The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, the song when they arrived in Madripoor, I'm from the Philippines. Yes, that song is so good. The one in Madripoor, I remember I looked it up. It is so good. It is I believe, an Indonesian song or a Filipino song, or the artist was Indonesian or Filipino, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember the name. Lord Basty, right now, if you can, type in who the song is and what the song name and who it's by. The gun show. Oh, you mean these? You know what's crazy? I think in the past 2 months, I've lost significant muscle. Um, I'm not saying I had muscles before, but as far as muscles go, like I've definitely lost them because I haven't picked up my weights in a while, and I need to get back on that. Sheesh, Roger, imagine that. Imagine that. Like, I'm telling you right now, I'm just trying to attach him to the most gritty thing you possibly could. And right now I'm just thinking Blade, Punisher, and Wolverine. And if you gave me a choice of any of those, I think I'd do Punish. No, wait, no. In a one-off viewing, in like a one-off, in just a movie, I would go with Wolverine. But I think the best fit would be him on a Disney Plus show for the Punisher. Or on a Hulu show. Sorry, a Hulu show for the Punisher. That would be crazy. Lo says, no, not again. Lo says, my internet just went out watching on my phone. Dude, hey, we're here with you. We're here with you. I feel bad. I probably got to this message like a little late. Hopefully Los is still there. Los, type in the chat if you're good. Knock 3 times if you're good, Los. Cooper Willis. Oh my God, yes. But you know what's funny? So yes, a bounty hunter show would be really cool. Yeah. Now that you're bringing that up, Cooper, in a Star Wars thing, But Robert Rodriguez with Boba Fett might be. You know how they say like there's a perfect casting? They say there's a few of those in Hollywood. It's Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, Johnny Depp as Jack Sparrow. The list goes on. I think what we're gonna come to find out is Robert Rodriguez and Boba Fett is gonna be that pairing. Like that just it was born to be. It was meant to be. Yeah, Smuggler, as far as thinking of that really quick, that's why earlier I said Punisher, Disney Plus, and then I moved it over to Hulu. If there's some way that Disney can figure out how to make the MCU, how to make MCU shows and have it tie into the actual MCU, but be able to do like PG-13 and R-rated, high PG-13 and R-rated things on Hulu, I think that would change the game. Honestly, whoa, man. I think that would be the nail in the coffin. Like there's nothing, any studio, any franchise, nothing would be able to stop Marvel at that point if they somehow utilize Hulu. Because Hulu, everybody, if you do not know, is part of Disney. Disney owns that. It was formerly owned by 20th Century Fox, but they bought 20th Century Fox. So now they own 20th Century Fox plus Hulu. I know, Roger, the slow motion shots. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. And then within that slow motion shot, it's the slow motion shot, but like it's going back and there's a bunch of bokeh, meaning like it's blurry in the background. And then it's going back and forth from a wide shot to a medium shot to a POV shot to a shot of the enemy or that's about to get clawed. Oh man, we just like did a little mini Wolverine preview. Oh man. Oh, here we go. Lord Basie, the song from The Falcon and the Winter Soldier when they arrived in Madripoor is Amats by Shanti Dope. Amats by Shanti Dope. Hold on a minute. Amats Shanti Dope. Yeah. So check this out really quick. So Shanti Dope right there. That one right there. I'm gonna play like a second of it just so you can hear the.
Did you fight well?
That one, guys. That song, when I heard it, you can watch the watch party we did for that one. But when I heard this song, I was just like, I was doing this. Shout out Zemo. Okay. Alan Gare says, I can also imagine a Cyclops movie. Yeah, a gritty Cyclops movie. One where like he goes off the rails with Henry Cavill as Cyclops and Zach as the director, but Cyclops is light. Sheesh, man. That would be really, really good. See, stuff like that would be great pre-recorded videos, stuff that we can make, right? So like kind of like what Star Wars Theory does. If you guys watch Star Wars Theory, like what he does for Star Wars and stuff. But, doing stuff like that with our own little spin for stuff like this. Like, what if Zack Snyder directed a Cyclops movie with Henry Cavill? Stuff like that. That would be kind of cool. Okay, the song is Filipino. Yeah, the song is from the Philippines. That is so awesome. Smuggler says, lights a candle for Los, the vibes to protect you. Vibes all around. If this is Los, these are the vibes. It's creating a circle of safety. Los says, walking around with my phone light on because all my house lights are controlled by Wi-Fi through my phone. Literally lighting candles right now. Oh man. Hey, we're here for you, man. We're here for you. Alan Garrett says Zach can also direct the Dark Avengers or Daredevil or Daredevil. Daredevil would be super cool. But I don't know. I feel like it would. So with Daredevil, right? I feel that perhaps I need Zack Snyder maybe tied or to do a project with someone that's like a bit more gorier. Does that make sense? Lord Basty says, I know this is not about the MCU, which is fine. This is about movies, baby. Filmtopia. So, how the heck is Halloween going to be released on Peacock? So, Halloween, the sequel to the Halloween we got a few years back. You know what's funny? The director is actually, if you guys don't know, the director slash writer, or maybe not the writer, but the director is that very funny guy from like Pineapple Express. This is the end. Like he's one. Oh my gosh, what's his name? Uh, I'm so sorry, I don't remember the legend's name. Um, Jeez, come on, hold on. Perhaps the cast. It is Danny McBride. Danny McBride is actually helming. He helmed at least the one from a few years ago, and I thought he did a great job. And if I'm not mistaken, he has involvement in this one as well. And they're gonna close it out, I believe, next year or just with one more movie. And I think it's gonna be really good. But as far as releasing it on Peacock, again, it just goes back to the situation at hand that we have going on in the world. It makes sense, but at the same time, um, I would have loved to have seen it in theaters, but because for me, I know I'm not going to go to the theaters for that movie. There's only a select few movies that I'm going to the theaters to watch movies for. Um, Halloween just isn't one of those for me. So it releasing on Peacock actually kind of helps. So. Wow, seriously, you you all are wild. I can't tonight. We just vibed out. We vibed out for sure. Isabel says I gotta go. It's 4 a.m. and I hope everyone has a good day slash night. Vibes to everybody. Isabel, thank you so much. You are awesome. I cannot wait to see you again, and we'll be in touch. We'll be in touch. Cooper Willis says, "Are you guys excited for Terrifying Tales?" So cool. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for it in terms of just getting Star Wars back in our life. I'm not too big of a fan of like it being too kiddie, right? Like too, it looks too kiddie. I want it to be a little darker just because it has to do with Darth Vader, um, and and uh, and the dark side. So I would have loved for them to have been able to utilize that in a more mature tone, but I'm excited for it. Let's see. Smuggler says, I would love it if they can start cutting in some R-rated stuff into the MCU, but it's going to be a tight rope. Deadpool can work because he can break the fourth wall. This Deadpool, honestly, Deadpool is going to be the thing that walks in order for other things to run. I think Disney will make institutional changes at their company if Deadpool um, is a glaring, just crazy success. And they know it will be, but if it goes even beyond expectations, they're going to really have to look into figuring out how they can possibly work in more R-rated things into their tight rope of Disney-fied content stuff. If they end up never doing that, I'd be okay with it because they're doing a fantastic job with what they have. But you know, it'd be kind of cool. Okay, so Cooper, did you guys see the Coder Knights of the Old Republic video game remake? Oh my god, Reven! Oh my god. But anyways, yeah, the Ren game would be pretty cool. Give me anything Kylo Ren, anything Kylo Ren, I'll eat it up. It's crazy how Adam Driver, Kylo Ren, walked away from the sequel trilogy unscathed. They are like the best thing about, for me at least, and what I've heard a lot too is Kylo Ren is Adam Driver is the best thing to come out of that. I would love to see him again. Oh my gosh. Constantine Doctor Strange crossover. That'd be crazy. Yeah. Smuggler Steel says Cyclops has had such raw shake in the movies. Um, raw shake, or maybe I don't know what raw shake means. Let's see. Roger says you should definitely make a fan-made Zack Snyder dark and gritty slow motion short movie of the Wolverine. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, Roger. When I was doing this thing, like when I stood up to do the thing, and I was watching the screen, I feel like I did a pretty good job at moving slow, and it kind of looks like actual slow motion. No, but Roger, to that point, right? So one of the things about Filmtopia that I feel is unique is that while we're movie lovers, I also want to have, the part of my channel, of this community, of this channel, where it's also movie makers. And if you're not one or the other, you won't feel excluded. If anything, it'll just be cool because you get to see what it's like to be a movie maker. You'll get to feel what it's like to be a real movie lover, like a hardcore movie lover. And I know most of the time those are two separate entities, two separate channels. But I don't know. I feel like I have some ideas that can really mesh this niche, this idea. So yeah. So as far as making that like stuff, that's something that can be thrown into what I'm kind of thinking of is, you know, so movie making for for movie makers, but then Zach, you're bringing in that intellectual property for the movie lovers. Uh, let's see. Where are we? Okay, Lo says Cyclops was my favorite character to play in Marvel vs. Capcom. I could see it right now, like him jumping and then doing the. Smuggler Steel says just as long as we get Charlie Cox back as Daredevil, he was to me one of those perfect castings you mentioned earlier. I will say this: all that chatter about Charlie Cox being in the trailer, his forearm guy slamming the papers in front of Peter Parker in the No Way Home trailer, I have confirmed because of the IMAX screening of that trailer I got to see right before Shang-Chi. It is not Charlie Cox. So, I didn't mean to burst a bubble, but I just need to clarify. Let's see. Wow, I'm really behind, but yeah, Danny McBride. Yeah, Lord Basey. As far as that whole day and date release, HBO Max has basically literally been doing it for almost a year now, so it's kind of like normal now. But if this was normal times, I would not. I wouldn't want the day and date releases. I love the movie theater experience and being able to like share with others. While the movies I have been going to watch, or the one Shang-Chi that I watched it at a time where there wasn't many people, but again, that's because that's my preference, that's my purpose for the time being. It did suck to not be able to hear the oohs and the ahs from someone right next to you, or like holding onto the edge of your seat while everybody also is. While I wasn't able to experience that, but I at least got to experience the big screen, surround sound type of experience. Alan Gear says the Daredevil movie, which I think will be a series, and that would just, I think series now are like so. I think Marvel and just Hollywood in general right now is doing a great job at understanding how to make a series really cool while not making you dislike movies, and then they're making movies really well to where you don't necessarily walk out of there wishing it was a series. Hopefully that makes sense. I feel like they're very symbiotic. They're working hand in hand right now, and I like that. Hold on, where am I? Lord Basey, it's going to be, I believe, a series. So kind of like Monsters at Work, which, oh man, I gotta go finish that. But Monsters at Work is like it's a series. Unless I read that wrong and Terrifying Tales is just a movie. I'm pretty sure it's a series. Yeah, and Star Wars Vision starts next week. That's going to be crazy. Cooper Willis says the Terrifying Tales has some very dark things, such as the Night Sisters and Darth Maul with crab legs. Yeah, I just like I said, because you have that at your disposal, I just wanted it to be like more Rebels like. You know what I mean? More Clone Wars like. Not the animation, because I'm cool with the Legos and stuff, but I'm talking more of the what you could really do with that stuff. Smother Steel says, I sort of lament that we didn't get a rated R Black Widow project. Maybe something with the Winter Soldier. That would be a spicy meatball. Yeah, and like I said, I'm okay with the non-rated R MCU. I'm okay with that because once you do open Pandora's box with that, you know, and I'm to take away the box office returns. Like obviously they can't do rated R for mainly because of box office returns, but But like I said, I would really, really love to see a clever way to be able to distinguish the two, but still have it all under the MCU. Yeah, and Michael Cera puts it that the problem is Disney is a kid's brand, and even if the ticket guy says the movie is for adults, Karens will let their kids in and then complain. Yeah. Bob would like that one. Let's see. Cooper says, one day I hope we get a Star Wars Marvel crossover or any crossover with Star Wars and Marvel. So, that brings up a good question. And this goes back to one of those videos I could make, right? Like one of those pre-recorded stuff. But, what was I going to try to say? Oh, what I was trying to say though is that idea of crossing over, like Star Wars and Marvel, I think personally, I'm just trying to be as truthful as I can. In my opinion, I think one day when the time is right, it can happen. Not that I want it to happen. I'm not saying I don't want it to happen. But me as a person who just sees writings on the wall sometimes, or they always say the best type of ability is adaptability. And or that saying adapt or die type of thing. For example, a lot of the movie studios that right now and the directors and people, just everybody that right now that is fighting streaming is absolutely doing themselves no good. Streaming is here to stay. Streaming is only going to get stronger, and streaming is the future. Even revenue wise, even like as far as like revenue goes, how much the returns from a box office calendar year versus a subscription model based system like streaming, there's debate now. Like you can actually make a mathematical discussion about that, about how streaming is the future. But with that said, what I'm trying to say, the reason why I think Star Wars and Marvel can cross over one day is because we're going to get to a point in our lives, hopefully, right? Hopefully, we're healthy, happy, and able to get to these points. But this is way down the line in the future. But we're going to get to the point where that's just how, like, the only way to top the last thing they do, right? So one day I believe we might get a Warner Brothers, a DC and Marvel crossover. I think going back to that Star Wars and Marvel crossover, I can see that happening. Do I want it to happen? Not really. No. But the adaptability in me is telling me, instead of fighting that, find a way to make it work. That's my dialogue for the week. Let's see. Lo says, I just finished Jedi The Fallen Order on PC. I'm so hyped for a new Star Wars show. We need more Prime Darth Vader. I mean, I've said this before on this channel, where if they ever gave us a Prime Darth Vader show, it would be the highest grossing show ever. Like, ever. I can say that very, 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 very confidently. A Darth Vader show on Disney Plus would be the most popular or most biggest grossing, whatever you want to call it, show ever. Um, oh, and Smuggler's Steel earlier meant Cyclops was done poorly in the movies. Character was poorly translated. Got you, got you, got you. Yeah, yeah. Imagine a Rogue One Vader plus, right? A Rogue One Vader plus in a show, and we're gonna get to see a little snippet of that in this Obi-Wan series, which is very exciting. But I'm talking like basically, you guys know the Darth Vader comics that are coming out. I've only read a few, but imagine that turned into live action movies, or a series or a movie. Even a movie would be super super high growth. I think the movie, nah, because it'd be, well, yeah, no, no. I think the movie would be super up there in terms of like debut. Smother says, I am stupid excited about Knights of the Old Republic. Fun fact, Smuggler Steel is in honor of my, oh, nice, Alexis Steele, who is a smuggler, scoundrel subclass. Wow. That is so cool. That is so cool. That all these little nuggets is so cool to find out. Cooper Willis says, I would hope we get a Rogue One like Vader that is feared and just menacing and complex. Feared, menacing, absolutely complex, and just, oh, make that rated R. Make that rated R. You know what's funny, Alan? So Doctor Strange 2 was supposed to be the first horror movie in the MCU. They ended up retracting from that, but I think they're keeping some elements of that in the movie. I don't think it was ever supposed to be rated R, but it was supposed to be the first horror-like movie. I think what we saw from the What If episode of the Doctor Strange one, we are gonna. I think if that's any indication of where they were kind of going with the horror stuff, I think they got something on their hands. Dang, sorry. Let's see, where am I? Lowe says, yes, watching Endgame with a full theater was one of the best experiences of my life. A room full of people who get excited about everything you get excited about. I can't wait for that feeling again. And I don't know if this is another thing, right? This is another Filmtopia goal. Going to put this out into the universe. And I've done it before. But for those of you here right now, I just want to say, like, one of the goals or one of the things I envision for Filmtopia is I have this feeling that these watch parties are going to become mainstream. So I would love, love, love to pitch or appeal to Disney one day or these streaming services. And imagine this, like, imagine a watch party, a highly produced watch party on like the Disney Plus app. And you know how I know this is finally actually going to happen and it's real? Yesterday for Monday Night Football, they have this thing called Peyton and Eli's, like it's like a breakdown of the Monday Night Football. They ran Monday Night Football on 3 separate networks: ABC, ESPN, and ESPN2. The one on ESPN2 was the one where you can barely hear the game, but you're mainly hearing Peyton and Eli break down the game and what they're going to do and all this stuff. Then they brought on guests. Then they did little segments. After watching last night, watching ESPN, which is a subset of ABC, which is a subset of Disney, I truly think this is going to happen one day. And you know that watch party function button on the right now that you can watch with other people, but you can't see them or anything, but you could at least sync the time. I think something big is going to happen in the next 10 years for this whole thing. So one thing I'm trying to put into the universe, and one thing I would love for all of you to hear first is, let's do this. Let's get let's be let's get Filmtopia on Disney Plus. Let's get our energy and our vibes over there, and let's bring Filmtopia to the world and show them what like going back to that thing, this experience, right? Watching Endgame with a full theater experience, and who knows, maybe not only could we do this online, but then also there's so many things over the course of the next 10 years that are going to happen, everybody. So who knows, like again, it goes back to like the success of Filmtopia. Maybe one day Filmtopia can become an actual studio, I don't know, in LA, or Filmtopia has like studios across the country, and literally it's like this big venue and you can do stuff like this. You can have like a room full of people and do a watch party. I'm just like, right now my mind's going everywhere because I've had these thoughts for a long time now, and being able to share them with you and being able to put them out into the universe and try our very best to get all this to come to fruition is a dream, but it's a dream until it's not, until it's reality. So let's keep going, everybody. I'm so glad you all are here at the very beginning. You know, it's another thing I want to bring up really quick is just to give you guys a feeling or a thought of where Filmtopia is in terms of its stage, in terms of its lifespan. I'll put it this way. If you guys have ever been to a restaurant that just opened, you might see a sign that says soft opening. A soft opening is where it's not a grand opening. It's not like the legit actual opening. A soft opening sometimes could be family and friends are the only ones invited. Or a soft opening can be, it's just kind of like letting people know what it's about, but it's not completely finished. I personally feel that Filmtopia and all of us are in a soft opening towards all of this. We have yet to do our grand opening. That's why I'm saying I'm trying right now to use this time of being like a lesser known channel. I'm trying to use this time to really cultivate all the things that I want to do moving forward. And so the fact that all of you are here watching it in real time evolve is humbling, and I'm just grateful. And yeah, exactly. Smuggler Steel, back to the comments, and I'm going to actually speed up on the comments really quick to catch up. But yes, I think that Star Wars Marvel crossover will happen to revitalize the dwindling interest in one or both of those IPs, and that's exactly the way, exactly what I mean. There's going to come a point where there's a dwindling interest in one or both of those IPs, and that's when that happens. And it's just natural. It's natural. I mean, what can you do in year 50 of Marvel? I mean, you see what I'm saying? That's why doing these crossovers and just making mega IPs, it would just be, I feel, is like what's going to end up happening. Let's see. Yeah, exactly. See, and we're talking later, not anytime necessarily soon, but I'm talking if you want to be in on it first, if you want to be in on Bitcoin first, I'm basically like right now, there's this, side story really quick. Someone told me about Bitcoin in 2012. It was my economics professor, and I was a freshman. And long story short, I remember him starting off class. No, it wasn't even starting off class. It was like the 10 minutes before class. He was just there talking to whoever wanted to talk to him. He was just sitting up front. And he always used to just like drop knowledge, or just like, he was a cool, really, really awesome professor, an actual good professor. And he started talking about this thing called Bitcoin. And if you ever wanted to know the biggest regret in life, right there. Oh man. But yeah. Let's see. But yeah, so in terms of what I'm trying to convey right now I'm talking about Bitcoin in 2012, 2011, 2010 right now. And that stuff isn't going to happen until later. But it doesn't hurt to get in now. Michael Sarah says, I don't think Star Wars and Marvel will ever cross over. That's a big no-no. That would be like crossing over the Fast universe with the Lord of the Rings universe. Listen, if you're just if you're talking about the fit, I think it could work. But if you're talking about will they actually do it, again, I actually think they'd entertain it but again, they'd only really set it into motion probably 20, 30 years down the line. Lord Basie says Captain Marvel 1 is not a bad movie. I enjoyed a little bit more than Ant-Man and the Wasp. I love Ant-Man, both movies, and I love just the character and everything about those two movies. So for me, Ant-Man is actually pretty high in my rankings, which I ended up not doing tonight because we just got super vibed out on this other stuff. I'll do it some other time. But Captain Marvel 1, I can agree with that. I've rewatched it recently, and it's not as bad as I remember. Smuggler says, put the dark back into the Dark Lord of the Sith. Agreed, a scary Darth Vader would be epic. All right, I'm going to really quick. Okay, actually, I'm not that too far off. Okay, so Lord Basie says, in the Philippines, when Avengers Endgame released in theaters, when I watched it, all the chair is full of other people. Yeah, no. Endgame was my favorite movie experience, I think, ever. That and the Mandalorian season 2 finale. Let's just go back to movie theater experiences. Endgame was absolutely number one. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, because within that movie. Let's see. Los says Twitch kind of does that with Amazon Prime. You can do Amazon watch parties, but the chat viewers have to have a Prime account. Like I said, it's one of those things where I'm trying to be ahead of the curve, not to be ahead of the curve's sakes, but to be able to do something kind of innovative. Like let's do it. Like, I don't know. One thing you all will either already know about me or will find out about me is that I shoot for the stars, man. I really do. And sometimes it's to my detriment. Sometimes it's too much and like I overwhelm myself and end up doing nothing. But man, since I've been a youngling, like I've always I shoot for the stars. Like I'm like I'm the type to where like I'll apply to Harvard and maybe end up getting into just a community college, but I try, like I'm gonna try at least for Harvard, if that makes any sense. Yeah, and Alan, I do think Deadpool will break the fourth wall when he does. He already kind of did with his little trailer reaction thing, which was so awesome. Smuggler says, I hope when travel opens up, we can do some Filmtopia meetup at cons and such. That would be so awesome. Absolutely. There's a lot of plans for when the world opens back up and I'm comfortable with it and it's safe to do so. I have a lot of plans for moving content, if that makes sense. Like moving meaning like traveling type of stuff. And that's where the vlogs and documentary style of stuff are definitely going to come into play. I know this is a long watch party. At least in recent history of Filmtopia, this has been a long watch party for sure. Yeah. No, and I think our longest watch party was 5 hours and like 40 minutes. And that was, I think, in the Wanda or the Falcon and the Winter Soldier streams. One of those. Yeah, my mind is blowing. It's just freaking exploding, Alum, as well. If you just imagine the future of the MCU, you're having X-Men and all the characters with Deadpool and Fantastic Four with the Doctor Doom and Galactus and Secret Wars and woo. Oh man, seriously, cosmic universe, multiverse problems, the dark and horror universe. All right, Lord Basie, I'll catch you next time. Thanks for being here. And be on the lookout. Yeah, Alan Gary, you could seriously name a lot of things, and that's years and years of content. But like I said, there will come a time where the fatigue will set in, where you need to revitalize in a way that might, you know, that might end up being like a crossover no one wants. But then they might do a good job of it. Oh my gosh, Smuggler! I mean, I always rewatch Infinity War, but I rewatched it like a few days ago. Actually, no, I saw like the third act. It was on TNT, and it is so harrowing. The silence of even within the movie, not just the theaters, right? But when there's no score, there's no music, nothing. It's just you hear the wind within the tree leaves, and you just hear everybody's dismay at what's going on. It is harrowing. I don't even know if harrowing is a word. Harrowing, HARROWING. I don't even know what that means, but I feel like that's what it feels like. Where am I? Yeah, sweet dreams to Lord Basty. Lord Basty says the Black Widow is the 5-hour watch part. Wow, that's crazy. Wow. I didn't know our Black Widow party went 5 hours. That's crazy. Hey, Los is back. I have lights. Ghost be gone. The vibes arrived. That's what it was. Los, the vibes had arrived. That's so funny. But hey, Los, what kind of sucks is your Wi-Fi is back, but I think right now might be a good time to go ahead and call it a night. But just going back to that whole notion of what we were talking about earlier, I am right now in this awesome, so grateful to be in this position of like having this community, having this having Filmtopia right now in this moment in time. And so let's do everything we can to maximize this time. And right now I'm just trying to ride that fine line between figuring out how to maximize it, how to stay afloat, with all my personal things and all that stuff. So if there's any way, again, go right now, definitely go to the Discord and go to the channel that says YouTube feedback, or YouTube channel. One of those two, YouTube channel, just in case one doesn't work, but preferably YouTube feedback. Because right now I see a slow mode enabled on the YouTube feedback one. I'm pretty sure it should work, but I'm just saying, for whatever case it doesn't, YouTube channel or YouTube feedback will work. I will check it over there. But what I'm trying to say is, if we can figure out a way to where I'm able to work on this full time, and like I said, let's take advantage of being in this opportune moment in our channel time, and let's really grow Filmtopia. But I just gotta, like I said, I gotta figure out how to balance all these things and see what can work best. But I would love everybody's opinion and concepts and suggestions and all that stuff. If you want anywhere, you can either direct message it to me or put it in the YouTube feedback. Direct message me on any of the socials below or in the YouTube feedback channel on Discord. And like I said, thank you everybody. I see Ali was able to make it at the very end, but made it nonetheless. Hello to you, Ali. So good to see you. And let's see. And yeah, that snap, the world felt that snap. The world felt that snap. Sleep, sweet sleep, just as the thunderstorms are firing back up here. It's an alarm clock. They should actually be working as an alarm clock right now. Oh, man. Lord Basty, dang, that is precise. 5 hours, 12 minutes, and 22 seconds. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Give yourselves, all of you, a pat on the back for because again, these live streams just go long because you all are here. Like, if I were to do a live stream by myself, monologuing, that'd be pretty hard. So the fact that all of you are here contributing and just showing up and all those things is the reason why we have some videos on this channel that are five hours long. But anyways, I'm ranting again. Smother Steel says, be well. All have a great day, great night, whatever it might be. Tossing lots of love to all of you. We are tossing it right back to you, Smuggler, sending you all the love and the vibes. So thank you to you. Lowe's says good night. And Cooper says, anybody watch NFL? Go Denver Broncos. So I'm a San Diego Chargers fan. They're not Los Angeles Chargers. I'm a San Diego Chargers fan. This is our year. Or Justin Herbert might be the greatest quarterback I think ever. And I'm not even hyperbolizing right now. I truly think, from what I've seen, he has the that guy is a prodigy. Like, he might be Patrick Mahomes, but better. Yes, you heard it here first. And I'm a huge sports guy, so if any of you ever have sports stuff, definitely, feel free to talk to me about it, because I am a sports guy through and through. Sports and movies, that's it. But yeah, Los is a Raiders. The Raiders. A Raiders fan. And Ali says good night. But with that said, everybody, make sure to, leave a thumbs up on this video on your way out. And like I said, can't thank all of you enough for everything that you do and for everything that you contribute to my happiness. And I hope I can do an ounce of that for you. So with that said, everybody that was here tonight, thank you, thank you, thank you. Vibes to all of you. I will see you soon. Reach out to me anywhere you can, and let's get the ball rolling on some things. And yeah, like I said, I'm really excited for the future. We haven't even really grand opened Filmtopia, so my mind right now is already like going. Whew. All right. Anyways, I will get out of here. Gonna check one more time. Smuggler says, go sports ball. I'm bad at sports. No worries. Maybe we can get you into sports. You never know. See you next week, Alum. Nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Cooper says the AFC West is going to be a very hard division in the next few years. So hard. Mahomes, Herbert, whoever the Broncos end up trading for, if they trade or if they get Aaron Rodgers. And I guess I got to mention the Raiders that had a crazy win last night. But yeah. Let's see. Smuggler says, have a great day, Ricky. Thank you for hosting, and thank you for being here, Smuggler. I appreciate you. And with Cooper, good night, everyone. All right, everybody. Peace out. Have a great day, evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are in the world. Just know that Filmtopia is with you wherever you go. And with that said, vibes. Peace. And thanks to everybody for the Snapchats, the super chats. I appreciate them. And just all the comments that weren't even super chats too. So appreciate it. Peace. Wait, how do I? Here, I'll leave you all with this. I'll leave you all with this. I know you haven't seen it in a while. Hello, Peter. Welcome to Filmtopia.